Holding the rest. Watch out flip. Watch out whip.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Back to 20. 57. Let's go. Defense back. Man up. Defense.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is Coleman with the ground. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Wilson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. To throw again is Wilson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action. Now Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 out low. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win home.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Landry now on the return. And he's out right at the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Now it's Wilson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run it with Coleman. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back.
That's caught at the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Let's go.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
The same maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson. It's on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
At the 12-yard line.
Set, ready. Just the outlaw. 49. I'm coming after you. I'm coming on. Get up, get up.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, it's Kamara. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. Kamara trying the right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They begin the drive with Coleman. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run with Breida. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 66 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch tight end. Everyone got 4 down. 49, guys.
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check. Crouch.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed. The hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
That's another Seahawks.
Back now in Seattle, Washington.
That's the
It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again they run with Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the draw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. It's caught by Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Nice 57's right. I'm coming.
They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch the twist. Watch the eye. Deuce. 22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
49ers 7.